They are also the forms of be, which are used as the auxiliary form in the past tense. Being and been are also the variations of be, and they are used in distinctive ways. We can also add here will be and shall be to denote the future progressive tenses. Generally, now future continuous tense, instead of that we say future progressive time. So I have used that particular word, future progressive time. Basically, the 8 forms which I have shown in the slide are used in different ways, and they are used with different subjects. For example, is used in the third person singular pronouns only. Similarly, am is used only with I, as against are is used with other, that is you form and we and they. Was and were, I think, is very easy for you to remember how they are used. The primary function of these auxiliaries of be is when we want to make the sentence into negative or interrogative. In the next slide, friends, I have given you some examples and some exercises so that you can reinforce the topic. The first, very important, it is not the only kind of thing that you can do. You can open up your books, you can pick up any writing in English, you can listen to the news, you can listen to the TV programs, you can go to the live chats, you can attend the lectures, and you may try to pick up the auxiliaries and how they function, how they are used. I have given you some of the examples. Here is the one. Find out auxiliaries you used on the front page of today's English newspaper. Friend, it is a very good exercise. If you go to the newspaper, pick up any damn newspaper, not only today's newspaper, which is in English of course, and you will find auxiliaries are used in number of ways for a number of occasions, and you can also find how they are used in different ways, and their function also is very interesting for you to know. So it is very easy for us. If you do not have the copy of any English daily, you may better go to the library of your college, and there will be so many of English magazines and newspapers. Pick up any of them, try reading, try to find out how and when auxiliaries are used, why they are used, what functions they do, and reinforce. Try also to distinguish between the auxiliaries used in the sentence in two different categories, I mean the main and the auxiliary verbs. Next you can do is find out auxiliaries used in the chapters in the textbook prescribed for your English compulsory paper. This is very easy, I think, for all of us, because I am sure all of us are having the copies of the textbook which is prescribed for your English compulsory paper. In every chapter you will find auxiliaries occurring for a number of occasions. So what you can do is you can pick up any chapter, you can open your book, pick up any chapter, go to any page, have your pencil in your hands, go start and read. You will find auxiliaries in almost so many sentences. What you can do is you can underline the auxiliaries, you can find how they are used, why they are used. You can also do the same thing. Pick up any assertive sentence, you can try negation, you can try interrogation, you can put a question tag, you can also give a short answer to the question which is there in the textbook. So these are some of the activities which you can do and reinforce the topic of auxiliary verbs do, have and be. In the next slide there are some more exercises for you. These are the type of exercises which are asked in the examination paper. You are often asked to turn the sentences into interrogative, to turn the given sentences into negative also. So this is very good exercise. I am sure in many of the chapters you will find There are exercises of interrogative and negative pattern construction which you are supposed to do for yourself. So I have given this exercise for you. Use auxiliaries in the interrogative and negative constructions. You can try your own ways also. You can write 10 sentences in the assertive format. You can turn them first into interrogative sentences, then again turn them into the negative construction. It will reinforce the concept of auxiliaries. You can also find which auxiliary is used and how it is used, where it is used. If it is interrogative sentence, I may remind you that we use auxiliaries in the beginning. When we want to make the sentence into negative, we use not before using the auxiliary and we place this before the main verb. So what you can do is pick up any English book, make the list of at least 10 sentences. You can try these assertive sentences, affirmative sentences, statements, and turn into negative and turn them again into interrogative. Don't forget to put a full stop when it is negative. At the end of that, you must put the full stop. If it is interrogative sentence, friends, don't forget to put a question mark. Now, another type of exercise is try short answers. For example, if I ask, have you finished your work? Instead of replying, you may say, yes, I have. This is the short answer. Now, have is used here just to denote the full action, that is finish. But we are not supposed to write the complete sentence when we want to reply in short. So try so many sentences in the which are there in the interrogative form. Try to give short answers. If you don't find them, try your exercises in the workbook which is prescribed for you to fill up. You will find plenty of exercises in the workbook also. If you need any help, you may better ask your friends. You may also consult your teacher who would certainly help you. So short answers also give you ample opportunity to see how we can use auxiliaries in various ways and which different auxiliaries are used in terms of the specific nouns or subjects of the sentence. So it will be a very good exercise. It would be really very interesting for most of us. So what you can do is you just start, prepare yourself for the examination. Next exercise is question tag. As I have shown you in the earlier slides, you will have to use auxiliary forms of do, have and be in the given cases when we want to add a question tag to the sentence. I have also shown you how we can use auxiliaries in the question tag. What you can do is you can pick up 10 sentences in English, maybe from newspaper, maybe from your textbook, maybe from any other source, or you can try your own way also. You can write at least 10 sentences and try the exercise of question tag. You will certainly find that in the question tag also number of all varieties of auxiliary forms of do, have and be are used. Make it sure that you use them perfectly without any error. What you can do is, after writing your answers, after finishing your exercises, you can get them checked by your teacher or by your friends. You can also try corrections if there are any errors, and you can reinforce. Again, I would like to tell you to fill up your workbooks which have been prescribed to you, or if you have got any copies of the past year's workbooks, you can just reinforce what you have done. It might be the case there might be some errors, you can correct them. It is very easy for all of us to try this type of exercises. One more exercise is find out how do, be and have are used, or they can occur as the main verbs and the auxiliary verbs. Friends, I have told you, I have shown you how the same verbs, that is do, have and be, can occur in two different categories, that is main verbs and the auxiliary verbs. So what you can do is pick up some sentences, maybe from the newspaper, maybe from your workbook, maybe from your textbook. You can make the list of such sentences in which the forms of be, have and do have occurred in two different categories. They have two different functions. They have got two different positioning, and you can make sure why they are used differently. What are the functions of these two categories of verb, same form of the verb, that is do, have or maybe be, so that you can find out how they differ from each other, how the form of do as the main verb is different from the auxiliary verb do, how the function of main verb do is different from the function of the auxiliary form of do. So these are some of the exercises which you can try, and you can reinforce the concept of auxiliary forms, which are very important in our process of learning during the college examinations also. So if you feel, if you got any questions, now I have got some time for you. Until then, I would wait, and thanks and best luck for your examinations. Friends, it was nice to see you through this BISEC program. It was a live chat. I would be happy to share my answers if you have got any questions. Otherwise, thank you so much. Best luck and shine out in the future. Fine. Thank you.
Sandhan, All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.